Hello there, my brethren, how have you been? So we've got 9 seconds until the end of the Dragon's Delight event, and we are in position 3, and that does mean that we will be earning ourselves the Engine Dragon. So, people didn't stop at 600 as I sort of predicted they wouldn't, but that's the reason why I was still collecting points, just not spending them straight away. But there we go, rank 3 with 742. Honestly, isn't even that high of a score, but our bracket wasn't too competitive, and then Engine Dragon. So, along with that event just ending, we will also be getting a boss challenge event that's just about to start. So we will also be playing that in a second, but I guess we'll pop the Engine Dragon egg in hatchery, and actually, I guess we'll throw the grand prize dragon in there as well, just because, well, I guess why not? But we do have our other dragon from the Dragon's Delight event to hatch as well, being this wonderful, beautiful Redscale dragon. So, both Redscale and Engine, and actually the Blueberry dragon as well, have been available in game before, but I either got them on my other account or I just missed out on them. So, we're getting a lot of new dragons. So, Redscale dragons have rocky personalities. Take a peek beneath that hard outer shell, and you'll find they can be very, very cute. So Redscale is also a fire, shadow, and earth dragon, and I guess it wouldn't be too bad as a starter epic, or if you've gotten the shadow element unlocked, wouldn't be too bad. But that is our new Redscale dragon. So that marks number 541 unique species on just this account. Still got dragons on our Android account from years ago that still have uniques, but doesn't count towards our total on here, and doesn't add to our DCP, unfortunately. But this is little Redscaley, and the reason I've always sort of liked Redscale is because it just sort of looks like a bird made out of gems. Strange. It is a big birdie boy made out of red gems. So I have been waiting for it to return. Glad that we got this dragon, and I am especially happy that we managed to get Engine on top of it as well, because getting top 3 isn't always easy in Dragon's Delight. But I do think not being on the game for the very first reset does genuinely really help with not getting super competitive resets, or resets, but brackets. So, worked out well for us this week. We've had a lot of successes recently. So, Arena going well, we've had Dragon's Delight going well. What's going to happen now to stop all of this? I'm getting a little bit freaked out. But there is our grand prize dragon in there as well, so he'll be another 23 hours, our engine's another 22, so we will have 2 more new dragons to hatch. And now we can see that the Blueberry event has now begun. So this is a regular boss challenge event, and we need to complete 4 rounds of this event to get ourselves the Blueberry dragon. We will get other rewards in the meantime, like gems and things like that for other rounds in this event, but the main prize is, of course, actually getting the main reward dragon. Again, is 4 rounds. But the way the boss challenges work, of course, they scale up in time, and it caps out at around about 2 hours, being the longest timer between fights. So I don't really like boss challenge events because they are one of the most demanding events in the DML by far. Because again, who's on the game every 2 hours without fail? Unless you have a mobile device. Like, imagine trying to log in every 2 hours on PC when you go outside. It's just not really feasible. But, oh well, we'll see how we go. I do hope that we can off and get another new dragon. I've just added so many dragons to the collection recently. Pretty good. But, you know, especially during the early stages of the boss challenge, you'll back every minute, every 5 minutes, every half an hour. So, just keep track on the timers, get the dragon, win-win. I'm just doing this dungeon run here to sort of fill time between going back to boss challenge event. Again, we go into the dungeon, go back to boss challenge, go and do this fight, complete this fight, wait until the next timer. You know, you can be optimal how you're doing. Another 3-minute wait before we can do anything else, and we'll go back into actual dungeon. So I will add that, of course, it is new dungeon week, which does mean that we have the Green Agate dragon as the wood dragon this week, and we do also have more deals in the dungeon, but the deals this week aren't that impressive. There are a couple of deals, one for like Verdant and like the Wizard Dragon that maybe people want, but overall it's pretty don't really care too much for it. So maybe I'll spend the dungeon tokens that I have on either unlocking the next part of the island, or maybe I'll buy one of the dungeon dragons. I don't know. We'll have to see, but no, it is a Monday, so we just finished an event, we get a new event, we get the new Dragon of the Week, which is Sprite, we get the new dungeon, and it's a fresh week. We've got new things to do, new things to plan ahead for, and because this is only like the first couple of rounds of the dungeon, of course the enemies are going to be difficult for us to deal with. Why usually I just focus on trying to take out as many enemies as I can in the first couple of rounds of doing the dungeon, and then I'll focus on doing the tasks after about 2 rounds worth and get loads and loads more points after that. The reason you want to do it this way usually in the dungeon is because obviously you get the bonus health and the attack stats on your dragons when you get X amount of KOs. It depends on how many you've actually got. So, you know, I'm beating dragons, getting that KO booster stuff done, and get lots more. But, you know, even though Purity and Daredevil technically don't feel that great in the dungeon because you constantly have to heal, you can still do tons and tons of damage with the combo, so it's really not that bad. But unless you've got like a wanded healer, you're probably going to struggle quite a lot to heal them up. But anyway, that's another 45 seconds until our boss challenge, so you know what, we'll go and explore. Are we going to get Green Agate? No. See, it's incredibly unlucky to get the Dungeon Dragon in any of the chests before the final purple chest. And even then, sometimes you might need to open that purple chest 15 times to be guaranteed it, so it can really, really suck. Big time. But, oh well. Yeah, like I said, these deals, there's a relic of hatching in there that I would suggest you pick up, but apart from that, there's really not a whole lot else left in the dungeon, to be honest with you. It's just not very interesting this week. But, anyway, there's lots of stuff to grind in this week in DML. It's not a major event, so you don't have to feel too pressured. It's just about getting some extra epics and extra dragons in general if you feel like going for. So, should be cool. I'm not going to take it too seriously. Have another chill week before we inevitably get new on a major event soon later. But I'm going to keep grinding for now, so that is pretty much going to do me. But you know, I hope you got the Engine Dragon and all of the Dragon's Delight dragons that you wanted. I really do wish that we could have kept the score at 600 so we all could have gotten the dragon, but you know, it just doesn't work like that, and people get scared like, but what if someone takes over my score? I don't want to lose it. I get the sentiment. It's just, in a perfect world, obviously, everyone could have hit 600 points and gotten themselves an Engine Dragon, but oh well, this is where we are. But for now, thank you very much for joining me. We'll be back with more hatching soon. Until next time, I do hope to see you there.